Today, I'm going to be trying a new style of video for you all. And in today's video, we're going to be reviewing one new figure, but I am going to be introducing two. First, we have SH Shfiguarts Monkey D. Luffy and the SH Shfiguarts Shanks. Now, I am quite excited to start these reviews off, but this video is just going to focus on Monkey D. Luffy. And to start off with Luffy, we're going to take a look at his packaging. The front of the box has nice detailing with showing pictures of the figure itself and a nice window displaying everything that Luffy comes with. Both the sides and the bottom show off Luffy, and the top has a signature SH Shfiguarts Straw Hat cutout. And the back of the box shows off nice images of Luffy doing a bunch of different actions. Very excited to get into this and excited to show you all what he comes with. And this is everything the figure comes with right out the box. Honestly, for $35, this being a budget figure, I think this is a pretty fair amount of accessories. Luffy includes 3 swap-out faceplates, an extra head for his hat, a piece of meat, and 6 total swap-out hands. Now moving on to the figure itself. So, yeah, going back to original style for this, we look at him here. Honestly, great detailing all around. The colors are super vibrant. And, you know, this is based off of Romance Dawn Luffy. The camera picks up a little more vibrantly because of my lighting and my new setup, but I think he looks great. Proportion like Romance Dawn Luffy, in my opinion, honestly. I think he looked great. I can't wait to put a straw hat on him and get him a bunch of different poses. But now we're going to honestly look at the articulation. So, head can look up that far and down that far. And he can tilt pretty good all around. And Luffy with the hat head can look up that far, down all the way with the neck, and same around a tilt as the normal hair. Back to the rest of the articulation. His arms move up about that far, which is pretty decent, but could be a little bit better. These arm joints are pretty interesting too, the way they work. You see that? They kind of are 2 balls right there. So you can get them shift up, shift down, you know, all that. And that will also allow for somewhat of a butterfly joint. His arms don't really cross, but you can kind of force them and you can get them to be around there, which is not too bad. Bicep swivel, really good spot, works very well. Arms can get a pretty good bend. They are double jointed. I think it works well too. And you get your standard Shfiguarts wrist peg. Body gets that much crunch at the abdomen, so not the greatest, but I mean, if you want to force it, you can kind of get a little bit further. And he leans back about that far. Again, not perfect, but not too bad. With the waist, he can crunch that far forwards, lean that far back, and you know, you get rotation on both and pretty good all-around tilt. The legs are the problems with the One Piece line, is what I've been seeing. A lot of, see, that's double jointed legs right there, but they're hindered by Luffy's pants, which they do have these nice little flaps, which mine's a little bit loose on this leg, I've noticed. So a little bit of a QC issue here, kind of goes too far back, but he does have nice all around sculpt if you look at that, like there. And so the legs can kick back and the flaps hinder the articulation a little bit less, but that's how far the knees go. So actually they are single jointed knees, so they don't get too much movement anyways, but there is a little bit of movement inside the pants there, which you can kind of hide a thigh swivel if you really want to. But other than that, Luffy can kick about that far forwards, that far back, and he gets a good split right there. You can get a look at the nice articulation there. You got your standard, pretty good ankle articulation, and he has a nice toe joint. Added detail with the toes, with the sandal coming off like that, I think looks awesome. Accurate to the show too, and shouldn't really hinder any poses because it honestly just adds stability the way the figure works, and I think it's really cool that you can stand him up like that. Now for accessories. By default, Luffy has on this kind of, you know, excited-ish smiling face with the normal non-hat hair. It's a little spiky when swapping, so you know, that's something to take note of. The next face Luffy comes with is this excited, you know, kind of smiling, you know, kind of screaming face. Not really screaming, but excited face. I think it looks great. Honestly, the likeness to pre-time skip Luffy, East Blue. I honestly forgot what the name is. Romance Dawn Luffy is really good. I think these faceplates look amazing. The next face that Luffy comes with is this eating face, which is honestly perfect, and it pairs really well with that meat accessory he's holding right there, which, as you know, Luffy, he's always hungry and he's always eating. So I think this is a very crucial accessory to have. And this last face he comes with is a screaming or angry expression. I honestly think this face really captures the goofiness that this SH Figuarts line really should, and that One Piece really has. It's pretty great. Like, I'm honestly having a ton of fun posing just this pose specifically. Like, this face is honestly adding so much to this figure for me. Let's move on to the rest of Luffy's accessories. By default, Luffy has 2 fists. He also has these 2 grabbing hands, these 2 gripping hands, and 1 pointing and 1 meat holding hand. And his final accessory is the straw hat head and the straw hat itself. I think the hat looks pretty good. It looks well sculpted and detailed, and the claw marks are well done on it as well, which are obviously different from Shanks. Now, I will admit, I'm not the furthest into the show, so I'm not exactly sure how he gets those, but I will get there eventually, I promise. Overall, I think his straw hat looks amazing and really completes Luffy's Romance Dawn appearance. And now for the worst part of the video, the dreaded QC issues. Now, thankfully, SH Figuarts Monkey Luffy does not have very many QC issues, but the ones he does have are very glaring. The only main issue I have is his hat. You see there that there's a big gap, and I can't really seem to get rid of that gapage, which is kind of annoying because I did want to have Luffy with his straw hat on my shelf, but I don't think I'm really going to be able to. I mean, I can, but it just kind of sucks that that gapage is there. Because I bought the original figure, not the battle damage one. Mainly because I saw there was QC issues with his hat, but I guess we'll see how it compares to Shanks in the later review. The only other QC issues I have are with these little flap covers. The one on this side works great and fits very nicely. The one on this side is extremely loose, comes out actually fairly easily. If I just yank on this piece just completely falls out, and it seems to be a little bit overworked. I don't know any way to fix that, and it's just a little bit of tad annoying. But besides that, this area seems to be fine. The last QC issue I have is with Luffy's toes. Now, his toes are fine, but his feet, these wrists or these ankle pieces right here, are extremely loose and can lead to a lot of issues while posing. Just like, I'll be messing with this guy around, and he does not want to stay up in the slightest. It's very, very frustrating. But besides that, honestly, having a blast with this figure. Honestly, I have had a blast posing this figure. As you can see, I'm putting him in a few poses, like charging up his gum pistol. Hopefully that's the right tag. Honestly, I'm not very familiar with the show. But he does seem to pose very well. Just the only problem is not having any effects, so you know, really add to Luffy's nature and those really weak ankles that I'm having. Yeah, I'm absolutely loving posing this figure. Got him in this kind of laughing, screaming pose. Pointing, I think it looks kind of great. Again, not too much I can do with Luffy. I don't really know too much about him, but I'm excited to see where he goes from here. My final thoughts of the figure: it's good, it looks great, it's solid, and it poses pretty well besides the obvious limitations. The only thing holding it back are the few QC issues that I came across. Besides that, I think it's a really solid budget figure and a really good entry point to the SH Figuarts One Piece line. Please do let me know how you enjoyed this style of content. I'm really trying to step up my game a little bit and make it a little more enjoyable and a little more entertaining for the audience. I'm going to go get to that Shanks review now. Like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.